Welcome back to my channel today. I hope you guys are having an amazing month of August and the start of September. I know it's been a little bit since I've been on here. It's because we just got really busy in August, because toward the end of August we had travels to Seattle, and then my parents also came after that, so we just had a really hectic week. Very hectic few weeks, honestly, so I just didn't get to film much. So I know I'm a little bit behind, but now I want to share with you guys kind of all the things we've been doing and how we're budgeting for everything. So in the past few weeks, not only did we go on trips, but we finally booked our basically flights to our China/Australia trip. So we're super excited about that, and we ended up getting such a great deal for my husband for his round trip flight to Australia. It was like only, I believe, like $1,400 round trip, which sounds high, but to Australia usually it costs a lot. So we're so excited about that. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cash on stuffing our August spending. So let's go ahead and get started with our spending binder. So in here, actually this month for groceries we spend a full $240, and I think we should have $240 here. So let's go ahead and count: 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. So that's $240 right here. Moving on, we have our eating out bucket, and actually for eating out this month we spent $400. I know I said that like we should be actually spending less from this month, but for some reason we end up spending more than normal. So moving forward for September and October, we're gonna actually really watch what we're spending for eating out. But so we should have $300 here, and then we're gonna have to pull the $100 from buffer. So anyways, eating out has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. And then we're gonna go ahead and pull this 100 from the eating out buffer. So now our buffer for eating out is empty. I feel like we didn't go out to eat that much in August, but then we did because my intern who was with me for the summer at work ended up leaving toward the middle of August, so we went out to eat with them or with her for a brunch, which was fairly expensive actually and unplanned. And then we went to Boston in August, where we did go out and meet with a lot of friends, family and friends, and we did go out to eat significantly. So I guess that's where the 400 came. But whatever we spend, whatever we have left over from Seattle, what I'm gonna do is most likely I'm gonna put it either in eating out or divide it between eating out and one of our trips, like honeymoon or Australia. But I'm hoping we don't spend as much in eating out basically. Next is gas, and in gas we spent $45, but we don't have change. However, I'm putting the rest in buffer, so let's go ahead and put this in here. And just for people who may be curious about what this buffer is, it's every month I try to save a certain amount, but some months obviously we're gonna go over, like eating out or utilities and stuff. So like this month for gas we did spend quite a lot because we had to go to the airport a few times, and then also we had to drive all the way to Boston, so we did spend more than normal, but I did save up for that. But I was also trying to bulk up my gas. So we're gonna move the gas over here, and we're gonna take $45 out of gas. So that's 20, 40, and 5 out of gas. And then we'll keep the rest in the buffer still. So for gas buffer, we still have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20. So $120. I'm gonna leave this out here because most likely we'll have to move more money into, hopefully not out of here. So gas is all set, and then date night, we did spend $40 on a date. We went to just like one of the arcade places locally, and you know, just hung out for a couple hours and play games together, but it was really fun. So $40, and then we had $40 left over for this month, so we're gonna put that into our buffer. So now in our date night buffer, actually, we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So 320 in date night buffer, which is great. And my goal is we can save up for a big date night also if we want to, you know. We didn't do any personal spending this month, and then coffee we didn't spend because I'm still using our my Starbucks gift cards. And then next we're gonna move on to our bills binder, and I'm gonna keep this out because utilities, I know I didn't spend that much, but next month we're gonna be pulling from here because our water bill comes on a quarterly basis, and it is a quite significant expense for us. So in utilities this month we spent $250, and so I'm gonna pull, so we saved 400, I'm gonna pull 100, 250, and then we will move 150 into our buffer. So now in our utilities buffer, we have 500, 600, 700, 850, 70, 80. So $880 is what's in our utilities buffer, which is amazing. I'm super happy about that because that means that next month when we have to pay our water bill, obviously we'll use whatever we save, but then we'll also be able to pull from here. And that will be all for our buffer because we didn't do much for shopping. Okay, next is phone bill, and phone bill we did pay out this past month. So I use Mint Mobile, and for Mint Mobile it's about $20 a month for 15 gigabytes, which is more than enough for me because we work from home, so usually I'm on our Wi-Fi anyways. And if you pay for the full year, it's $20 a month. So we pay on an annual. So although this is kind of high, it's gonna be about $280 because they charge tax and everything. This is actually our annual phone bill for myself, and I just paid the one for my husband a few months ago. So for phone bill, we're gonna take out $280. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. But then that also means that for the next year, we're gonna work on saving up this $280, which honestly, I think it's not bad at all. Gym, we're taking out our usual $40. And then we'll leave our gym buffer in here because it's always gonna be $40. And that's it for here. And I just want to say, guys, for our car insurance, so I was looking around because I feel like our car insurance is really high. And then originally when we paid back in, I think July or something, which was back paying because the insurance company forgot to bill us, like the money that we were paying, we thought we were paying for 2 cars, but then the bill came in this month and for September, and it was not for 2 cars. Like the amount went up significantly by like another $400 or $500, and I feel like that's a lot for 6 months. Like we were paying almost close to like over $2,000, I want to say. So I decided to look into it, and so now I'm kind of calling around for some quotes, and I know we will have to start paying this next month, so let's see if I'm able to get a better deal on this car insurance, so that we don't have to pay for this full amount. So yeah, that's it for this binder. Next, we'll move on to our short-term binder. And for our short-term binder, we are first gonna be starting out by pulling out from birthday. And for birthday, I got my friend Eileen a gift, so I'm pulling out the 50. So I'm gonna pull out everything because it was under my dad and Eileen. So I did get Eileen the gift, so I'm pulling out $50 for that. We end up just buying her an edible arrangements gift and then sending it over to her, because when we're in Boston I just didn't have time to meet up with her. And then for my dad, I got him a small charger, which I had already pulled from. And then in addition to that, we spent another $45 buying him a different gift. So now we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. So that's how much we're pulling out from birthdays total. And then now we still have $20 left for my dad, but I'm not gonna put that towards my dad now because his birthday is over. Now I'm just gonna start saving up towards my husband's mom's birthday, because that's in October, and we want to save up about $100 for each, his mom and his dad, which are kind of back to back. So we're gonna try to save up for that. And then in here, I'm also gonna be pulling out from car maintenance. And in car maintenance, we're pulling out registration for my husband's car, and that was $50. So we should have that here. So 20, 40, 50, 20, 45, 50 is how much we're pulling from car registration. And the registration is every year, but it's super simple, but we just have to pay for that. And then the car that we just we got back in January, so it was a newer car, that in New Jersey, basically you register for a new car for like 3 or 4 years, so that one will have to be registered again for the next 3 years about. So we'll just have to save up $50 every year for registration. And then next we're gonna be I know I used to have nothing but in tolls and registration, but I did move some money over to tolls and or tires. I used to have a lot, and that's because I realized I did need to save for some parking, because when we went to Boston, I totally forgot that parking in Boston is a nightmare and you have to pay a lot. So I did pull $20 from tires into tolls / parking, which is what I'll be using that for. And I'm taking that out because we spent about $20 between parking and tolls of driving back to Boston as well. And I will start putting some money in there, and then also kind of, you know, putting money in tires. But I think I'm gonna have to put some money in tolls as well. So that's it for our short-term binder. And then we haven't touched long-term, because that's honestly a binder I never would want to touch unless it was needed. And then finally we have our travel binder. And for our travel binder, we're gonna start with the Asia trip, which is the Australia / China trip. And for that, we bought plane tickets. Most of it, we are still missing my ticket for to Australia, and the reason is because right now I'm kind of in between looking for potentially a new job, and if that job comes through, then I may not have to go to Germany in November, which was like the plan right now, to go to Germany for work. And if I don't have to go to Germany, then obviously I buy my ticket from New York to Australia. But if I do have to go to Germany, then I buy my ticket from Germany to Australia. So that's also why I haven't bought that ticket yet. And hopefully I hear back by next month about whether I get the role. Of course, I have to interview first, but we did purchase a couple other tickets already just because things were on a good deal. And we spent $2,900. So we have 1,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, $2,000, and then 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what we're gonna do here then is pull this 500 out, and then let's do, okay, so we have 1,200, 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900. So now we pull $2,900 out, and we should still have 500, 6, 7, $800 left. And we're gonna continue saving for this one because we still need to book, like I said, my ticket, one-way ticket, which is probably gonna be another $1,000, honestly. And then we have to also save for hotels and food and everything. Next is gonna be our friends trip, which is our Seattle trip. We had already gone on it, but that will go into next month cash on stuffing of what we spent. But guys, it was such a fun and amazing trip. Like, we're so grateful for our friends for willing to do like so much for us and taking us around the whole weekend. And we got to see kind of like the nature part of Seattle. So we've been to Seattle before, but we've really been mainly in like the downtown area. So doing like the Space Needle and the Glass Museum and everything. And this time around, they took us to like Mount Rainier, and then also to one of the islands nearby. And it was such a great trip, and we just loved it and enjoyed it. And we're hoping to do a couple more trips with these friends as well soon. But for this one, I'm actually pulling the parking that we spent for the airport because we pre-booked that, and that is $130. So it's 140, and then I'll give myself some change for this. So $140, and then I'll put $10 back, so that's 130. So now in our Seattle trip, we still have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 20, 40, 50. So $1,050, and I think we spent way less than this. So whatever money we have left over, we will be putting over towards you know, I think we'll move some to eating out buffer, and then the rest will be split between these two trips for the year. And then for our honeymoon, we made our final payment for the activity, and then we have to still book flights, which I'm booking next month, so we will have to save for that in September. But our final payment for this activity was $7,100, so we are pulling out $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. And I'll just pull out a $100 bill. So that's 100. Okay. And then what we have left over in our honeymoon is now 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 400, 550, 500. So $1,500. Is it 1,500? 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 55. So yeah, $1,500 is what we have left for our honeymoon, and so we will start saving more for that in September. And what we do need basically still left to pay for is our flights to this activity, a couple nights of hotels and a couple meals, but nothing major. And then we plan on going to this, like, it's called one of the 7 wonders of the world or something, but it's gonna be like a quick day trip, or not day trip, but like just a couple day trips. So then like we have to pay for that stuff as well. So that's it for our travel binder. And then last but not least is our business binder, and we did spend just about $10 on a couple of small minor things for the business. I had to buy just some testing products, and I spent $10, so it's not bad. So I'm pulling from everyday budgets now, $10 for that. So I'm gonna pull the 2 5s, which looks so raggedy. Okay, so now we still have $100, $20, $30, $40 left in everyday budgets. And that is all that we are gonna be cash on stuffing. So just to make sure we have everything correct here, we should have $11,610 here. Obviously that's including the placeholders. So I'm just gonna count to make sure we have that amount, because we want to make sure we unstuff correctly. So let's go ahead and count. So we have 5,000, 6, 7, 8, 9,000. So this is 9,000, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10,000. So now this should be 1,610. So 102, 3, 4, 5, 50, 600. 20, 40, 60, 80, 7, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 1,300, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 1,500. So we're missing $110 in here, it looks like. Okay guys, I'm back. So I realized I must have, I don't know, when I took out utilities or something, like forgot to take an extra $10 because I had an extra $10 in my utilities buffer. And then I also originally counted incorrectly by $100. The $100 bills, some of them are quite new and sticky, so that's probably where I forgot or I miscounted. But I do have $11,610 in here. So what we're gonna do now is whatever we need to transfer out from our Ally savings account, we're gonna transfer out and then pay those bills. But yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys come back next time. The next video is gonna be a budget with me video where I'm gonna be budgeting for September, and you're gonna see we're gonna do things a little bit differently. And also we're going to prioritize our travel binder a lot because we still have the 2 trips coming up and I want to make sure we have enough money for that. But of course, we will make sure that we're budgeting accordingly. So yeah, thank you so much for being here with me and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!